Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a more serious one. So normally I upload beauty videos, videos about stuff that I love, and I'm all happy and bubbly and all that stuff because that's how I try to live my life. I try to be as positive as I can, and I know that sometimes it's very hard, and I think that today I'm gonna show you a side of me that you guys don't know. Obviously, like anybody else, I am not always happy and bubbly. I have my downs, but yeah, you guys see like 10 minutes of my full week, and obviously when I'm filming I'm happy because I love doing this. I love sitting down and just film and talk about things I love. It's just my little world, and it makes me feel good, and it makes me feel, you know, normal and appreciated. And I think I use YouTube like as an escape from my real life, and I think that really helps me. I don't have a lot of friends, so I don't go out a lot. I couldn't even if I wanted, but yeah, so I feel that this is my little world, and it helps me keep myself sane. It helps me keep my sanity, I would say. Some people might find this weird, I don't know, we are all different, but for me, YouTube and sitting down and talking to you guys really helps me distress and get away from all the bad stuff that we have in life. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about my story because I know there is a lot of you going through the same thing as I am, and I want you to know that you're not alone, and there's places that you can go, there's people that you can talk to if you need. I have a video all about my epilepsy story that I uploaded, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago or 2 years ago, something like that, which I will link in here if you want to see it. So I'm not gonna go too deep into when my epilepsy started and everything because I already talked about it in that video, so if you want to watch it, go ahead and do so. So yeah, very quickly, I'm just gonna tell you I've been diagnosed with epilepsy in 2008, so almost 10 years ago. And my epilepsy was very bad for the first 4 years. I had a lot of seizures, and then it kind of got better and I stopped having the seizures. So I kind of was starting to feel normal again. Obviously, I do take medication every single day to help me to prevent me having more seizures. So, and I feel that that medication have been working wonders. But then when I was starting to feel like normal again, and when I was starting to feel like my epilepsy was controlled and that I didn't need to worry about it anymore, in 2015 I started having very bad migraines. So I had a migraine that was so severe that I needed to go to the ENA because my left side of my body was all numb. So I couldn't feel my arm, couldn't feel my leg, my left side of my face. If I smiled, this side of my face wouldn't smile, which was really weird. And obviously I went to the ENA. They thought those were symptoms of a stroke, which was a very scary situation. So I was admitted immediately. I stayed in hospital for 5 days. They wanted to make sure it wasn't a mini stroke or anything like that. So I did MRIs, CT scans, EEGs, I did everything. And then at the end they found out that it was a migraine that I was having, and the migraine was so severe that it was mimicking the symptoms of a stroke. And apparently that's a normal thing to happen when people have severe migraines, but I didn't know about it, so I got really scared. So yeah, I still had to stay there, and every 3 months afterwards I would have to see a specialized doctor, just to make sure I was feeling alright. But that was the first day of a very hard situation that I have to deal now every single day of my life. So basically, since that day, my migraines never stopped. I have migraines constantly. Now I can't get stressed. If I don't sleep properly, I will have a migraine for sure. So now I have two things to deal with. I have the migraines and I have the epilepsy that I need to make sure I don't trigger it. So I have all these things that I cannot do because either can trigger the epilepsy or the migraines, and so I felt very secluded. I felt that I was isolated, because having this, there is so many things that I can't do, and that's when my anxiety started to kick in. I was always an anxious person. I was always very worried about everything. I feel like since I was a teenager, but I actually never felt it physically. And right now, yes, I'm at the point where I have panic attacks. I can't sleep because of my anxiety, and obviously if I don't sleep, the epilepsy kicks in, the migraines kicks in, and it's just like a snowball, and it rolls and rolls and rolls. And some days are so hard because I'm at the point where I can't physically do stuff because of all this that is happening to me, and that it's starting to affect my mental health, I think, because it is making me depressed, especially when I want to take care of my children and I can't, because if I have a migraine, the only thing I can do is go to a dark room and just stay there and try to bear the pain. And obviously I have an amazing husband that helps me with everything and takes care of the kids when I'm in this situation, but then the mom guilt kicks in. I feel so guilty not to be able to play with them or take care of them or cook for them. And I know that everybody tells me I shouldn't be feeling this way because if I'm sick, it's not my fault. I don't want to be sick, but I still feel that guilt inside, and that kind of breaks my heart. And some days I feel really depressed. I need to drink because I'm talking too much. And I feel that I'm at a stage that I need to look for help, do therapy, do some counseling, whatever it takes to make me feel better. I feel that what's harder for me is, at first it was not knowing what these migraines were. Right now I know that these migraines are related to my epilepsy and that my anxiety is a side effect of all the stress I've been under and everything. So it's so hard to deal with this, and like I said, I try to think as positive as I can, but some days are just so hard. And one thing that I feel is the hardest is people not understanding what you're going through. Because sometimes people tell me, why do you feel anxious? You have no reason to feel anxious. You have a good job, you have your own house, you have your kids, they are healthy, why are you anxious, why are you depressed, or why? But you know, it's not that easy. I can't control my mind. If it was that easy, I wouldn't be feeling this way for sure, because I don't like to feel this way. And I can't control it. Right now my anxiety is at the point where I have several anxiety attacks during a week, for no reason. I'm okay at this moment, and 5 minutes later I'm feeling anxious, and I feel my heart beating, I feel my hands sweating, and I just feel like I can't breathe, and I feel that I'm stuck somewhere, and there's no one to help me, and that's very scary. It's starting to affect me as well when I go out. For example, if I go to the post office and I have to wait in line, I get really anxious. Waiting for me right now, I feel that it's torture. If there is a big line and I have to wait in line, it's just, I have to get out of there. I can't stay. I start sweating, I can't think properly, it's just, I feel that I have to get out of situations to feel better, and I feel that my anxiety is now starting to affect my life. Well, right now I've been at home for a week. I didn't left my house for a week. I didn't go anywhere. I can't. I feel that my house is my safe place, and I feel that outside not as much. and yeah, my doctor told me to stay at home, relax as much as I can, because I did a EEG and the results weren't that great. So my doctor said I have to stay home and I have to relax, and I cannot stress myself. And obviously, if you go to work, you're gonna get stressed, you're gonna have good days and bad days. That's work. And I love my work, but I find it really hard now because my concentration isn't the same. That's another thing that it was affected by all this. I can't concentrate properly. I get very anxious at work. If I have a meeting planned, or if I have something planned to talk with someone, I get really anxious. I don't feel comfortable at all at work. It's very hard for me to be there. So it's been very hard to deal with all this. I can't sleep properly at night. It's very hard. I wake up, I don't know, maybe, 7-8 times a night. It's very hard for me to fall asleep. So it's like I said before, it's a snowball. Once one thing starts, it triggers all the others. I have to say, there is one thing that I think is good about my epilepsy, and it's the fact that I always know when I'm gonna have a seizure. And I feel that it's very good, because I know a lot of people that have epilepsy and they simply don't know when it's going to happen, and it just happens anywhere, and that's very scary. I don't know how I would deal with it, but I always know when I'm gonna have a seizure, because I always have symptoms before I have it. So when I start feeling those symptoms, I know it's time to go home and rest, otherwise I'm gonna have a seizure. And obviously when I'm working, because I'm stressed and because I'm very busy all the time, this happens a lot. And I know that I have to come home, because if I stay at work, I'm gonna have a seizure for sure, and obviously I don't want to have a seizure. So yeah, another thing that I feel that affected my life is with driving. I always loved to drive so much. I can't now. I'm so scared of driving. Like, I'm scared of people. I never thought I would say that because I was always a people person, and I'm so scared. I cannot take the car anywhere because I'm too scared of having an accident. And as soon as I sit and I think about driving, it's like my anxiety kicks in straight away. I can't do it. I'm so scared of it. And I don't drive since 2015. Basically since when all these migraines and anxiety things started. 2015 was the first time I had a panic attack, and I've been having them like once in a while. I have it. I never know when, it just happens, and it's very, very scary to me because when I'm at work, I think so much about having a panic attack and about feeling anxious. And when I start feeling anxious, I'm like, oh my god, no, I have to go home. What if I have a panic attack here? I can't have a panic attack in front of all these people. I can't. And then everything starts to build up, and it's just I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I feel that the best step for me now is look for help. I think I need help. I need therapy to help me deal with my anxiety. Otherwise, I feel that it's only gonna get worse. So that's the next step I'm gonna do. I'm already in contact with my GP, so we can sort this out and I can start some therapy and stuff like that. I'm still taking my epilepsy medication, obviously, and yeah, we will see from now what's going on. I just wanted to update you guys because I left a little post on my Instagram saying sorry for not being on my social medias as much as I used to be before, but you know, I've been through a lot, and some days are just too hard, and I cannot think about social media. To be honest, social media is the last thing in my mind right now. I still make sure I do the videos for you guys because, like I said in the beginning of this video, making videos make me feel better. It's like I have someone to talk to, because in real life I don't have anybody to talk about this. Obviously I have my husband, which is always here, but sometimes it doesn't, and he can't understand what I'm going through. I know he tries it and he tries really hard, but I feel that it's hard for him as well, not knowing how to deal with me. I have a lot of subscribers that tell me, oh my god, I like your personality so much, you're so bubbly, you're so happy all the time, how do you do to keep positive all the time? But I am not happy all the time, I am not positive all the time. You guys only see 10 minutes of my full week, and those 10 minutes you see is the 10 minutes that I am feeling okay. And it's the 10 minutes that I'm like, okay, today I'm feeling fine, today I'm feeling productive, I'm gonna clean my house, and I'm gonna sit down and film a video for you, and I'm feeling great. When I'm not feeling great, which happens a lot, I don't pick up my camera, I don't go on social media, I don't do any of that. And that's why you never see me down, because I don't record myself down. I only record myself when I'm okay. That's the beauty about social media. You only post what you want people to see. What you don't want people to see, you will not post. So, like I said, I try to be as positive as I can. I always try to see the good things in the bad situations, and that's how I keep myself from getting depressed. But I also have to say that some days that's very hard, and some days I do feel depressed, and some days I do feel that it's me against the world and I feel that I can't leave my house, but that's just life. Everybody has bad days, especially if you're dealing with health issues or mental health issues or whatever is going on in your life. So yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. I just wanted to have like a heart to heart and tell you guys that if you're going through something like this, I know it's hard, and you're not alone. There is so many people with this problem. There is so many help groups that you can go to. I will leave a lot of information about Epilepsy Society, about numbers that you can call if you feel alone and if you need to talk to someone. I will leave everything in the description box below. I will leave it as well in the video. So if you feel the need to talk to someone, just leave the comments down below. Let's talk about this. Let's talk to each other, because I know that sometimes it feels really, really good to get all these things out of your chest, which is what I'm doing right now. And it's hard to talk about it, but once you talk about it, it feels so good. It's very, very good when you speak to someone that knows exactly what you're going through. I feel that it's so refreshing and it feels so good. So if you're going through something like this, please leave a comment in the description box below. I will for sure reply to you. So I hope from the bottom of my heart that this video was helpful for you. It was very hard for me to do this video because obviously I'm showing a very vulnerable side of me, and that's quite hard to do on the internet, but you know, that's what life is, and I really wanted to share this with you and let you know that you're not alone, and that this is more common than what you guys think, and that there's millions of people going through the exact same thing that we are right now. And I hope that me sharing my story helped you in any way or made you feel a little bit better in any way. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up if you think it helped you in any way. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!